Rashtrapati Bhavan, right? Now we'll start. We have read about Lord Irwin, 1926 to 1931. He was known as Christian's Viceroy. We have read lot of things about him. Now we will start reading Lord Wellington. Lord Wellington, 1931, 1931 and 1936. Before we talk about Lord Wellington, हो गया जितेंद्र? क्या दस्तावेज पूरा पलट रहे हो गया ना सब काम? When we are talking about Lord Wellington, I will just go in past just for 1 second, not 1 minute. I remember 100% what questions I have asked in last class and in which coaching. So yesterday, day before yesterday, I asked you one question. I again repeat that question. We Indians, not myself today, not yourself today, Indians were fighting for independence, right? Indians were fighting for independence. Before 1857, they were getting tortured brutally. After 1857 also, the tortures did not end it. They continued. But in some different forms. So we were fighting for our independence. That culminated, that resulted, that ended as a quit India movement in 1942. समझ गया कि नहीं? Clear? So we were fighting for independence. Simultaneously, Britishers were also feeling but not showing. Britishers were feeling but not showing. What they were feeling? That now our days are limited. And not showing what? What not showing? They were not showing that we Britishers are now getting defeated. And we are exhausted, neither we are fatigued. They were fatigued. But now they were not showing their fear from the Indian persons. At one stage, there came one stage that India was about to be freed. Actually, what Britishers wanted, they wanted a respectable exit. You understand? They wanted that we should leave India respectfully. If I tell you quit India, it means go back. There is no respect. We are not going to tolerate you. There is a movement which is known as Quit India movement. So where is the respect for the Britishers? They wanted to avoid this. Because there were another colonies also. India was a British colony. So there were another colonies also involved at different places of the British. Clear? They felt that if that colony person's population, those persons will see that Indians forcibly thrown out the Britishers, then they will also dare to stand before us. Agreed? This was their fear. And it was their rightful fear. So one point came during a viceroy's regime that India was about to get independence, but India denied it. What is this puzzle? We are fighting, we are sacrificing, and we are getting the return of that sacrifice. So why not to take this independence for which we are fighting and not fighting for years? From 1857 we are fighting. Why Indians denied, and when Indians denied, and what was the incident due to which India did not receive, rather refused to have independence at that time? This is a very contradictory figure. I am asking for that independence. I am fighting for that independence. I am sacrificing for independence. Even tortures we are suffering. Money we are spending. We are getting hit by the bullets. So life is also finished. In spite of all these, we are denying this independence. So either we are fools, या तो हम totally बेवकूफ हैं, or we do not want to have this independence. Then why this fight? Do you understand the question? This question I have raised, big question has its answer. Again, I repeat the question in a very simple way, in a short way. Name the time and name the incident when India denied the independence, right? So, Lord Wellington, following where the most important events following were the most important events during his regime. During his regime, first, communal award. Communal award by British PM in 1932. In 1932, dash separate communal electorate. Separate communal electorate. Pune Pact. Pune Pact 1931 September. Between Gandhi and Ambedkar. Second round table conference. Second round table conference 1931 failed. Third round table conference resumption of civil disobedience movement. Resumption of civil disobedience movement. And finally, postponement of civil disobedience movement in 1934. In 1934. Government of India Act 1935. Just stop for a while. Just stop for a while. Because some spark, some flash comes in my brain. I just catch it. Because I don't catch that flash, it is already in flashback. You people have, all of you have put my questions in flashback. I know, but I have not erased those questions from my brain. So some flashback. One time I asked the question, महाभारत के सूत्रधार. Some students wrote Mahabharati. I do not I don't bother, but I know the student who has written. It is still saved in my laptop. I will not show to anybody. I am talking Mahabharat. That poor student writes Mahabharati. खैर, महाभारत के सूत्रधार का लता मंगेशकर से क्या संबंध था? Nobody responded. जान दे देनी चाहिए. क्वेश्चन जान देने लायक है. लता जी से क्वेश्चन आएगा जरूर. अब आप पूछिए कि वो करंट सब रहा कहां? मैंने क्या कहा? इट इज अप्लाइड करंट. On that day also, I told your director that current is always current, not of today. But if something happening in Sri Lanka in 1990s, if something erupts today between Muslims, Buddhist, and Singhali population, then that past becomes current. So current is a flow of water. You cannot tell that current is in just like his history. History is fixed in a boundary, right? History has the boundaries. Current has got no boundary. So we are here sitting to eliminate you on current. 1935, Congress Socialist Party founded. Congress Socialist Party founded 1934. Separation of Burma from India, 1935. Separation of Burma from India, 1935. Odisha, Bihar, Sindh were made new states, 1935. Muslim Conference founded in Kashmir, 1932. 1932. Now again we will stop for a while. Again we will stop for a while. Why? Name, it is question. Name Prime Ministers तुम ट्रिक समझ गई हो. You have तुम ट्रिक समझ गई हो. Name the Prime Ministers of Kashmir. Anybody? Next question. What is the name of Muslim Conference? who is and who was, दोनों. Who is oblique who was the leader. आगे लिखो. LEES. LEES. Lees dash Moody. MOODY. Lees Moody Pact. October 1933. October 1933. By this Bombay Textile Group, the Bombay Textile Group agreed to further preferences for British textiles in place of Japan textiles. And Japanese imports. In return for a Lancashire to buy more Indian raw cotton. More Indian raw cotton. Fast up unto death. Fast unto death by Gandhi in Yerwada jail, which was broken after Pune Pact. Launch of individual civil disobedience movement. Establishment of All India Kisan Sabha in 1936 and establishment of All India Kisan Sabha in 1936 and Congress Socialist Party by Acharya Narendra Dev and Jayaprakash Narayan in 1934. Next. Lord Linlithgow. Lord Linlithgow, Linlithgow. Lord Linlithgow, 1936-43. 1936, 1943. Following historical events, following historical events occurred during his tenure. First, August offer by Lord Linlithgow in 1940. It was rejected by Congress. 1942 March. 1942 March, Cripps Mission, CRIPPS, Cripps Mission offering dominion status to India. Offering dominion status to India. It was rejected by Congress. It was rejected by Congress. Quit India movement. Eight 1942. 1942. Now we will again stop here, not for hours, not for minutes, just for seconds. Lord Linlithgow, definitely the 8/8 movement will come. Quit India movement. And instantly, they will ask you, name other movement, 8/8 movement in world. Because if I speak the full question, you will go to the ashram of Google Baba here, which started on that day. ईयर मैं बताऊंगा, ईयर बताएंगे तो गूगल बाबा क्या। नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस, नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस resigns from Congress in 1939. 1939. Now you write the question, where and why? What was the reason? Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose resigned from the Congress, where and why? Where and why? Second World War erupts. Second World War erupts. Congress ministers resign. Congress ministers resign. Deliverance Day. Deliverance Day was observed by Muslim League in 1939. In 1939, Lahore Declaration by Muslim League on 23rd March 1940. A demand for a simple Muslim, for a separate Muslim state. Thank you.